Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to The Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Well, what have we here?
It's a podcast.
Fine.
And what excitement we have today.
It's The Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara and Rob Spiewak. Now, here's Mike.
Hi, everybody. The Florida trifecta back on for Thursday on the Mike O'Mara Show. Glad to have everybody here. Rob is in Miami, Josh in St. Augustine, and I'm in Fort Myers. You know, somehow we ought to milk that with the Florida Chamber of Commerce or something, that this is a Florida podcast. Rob, let me ask you this right out of the gate. The circumstances obviously are not joyous for you to be down there with your dad in the hospital, and and it's been more of a slog than you anticipated. But the Florida lifestyle, what little you have been out and about and gotten into, and I'm talking about anything you want to talk about regarding that. How have you found the day? Because really, when you come down and you're visiting somebody in the hospital, you're not coming down on a vacation at all. You're coming down to take care of some biz. So you're kind of living a life that's not totally normal, but you're not down on pleasure either.
And you said you had some plans yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
He'll talk about his Havana restaurant later on.
I want to say thank you to everyone who reached out. Everyone has been really, really kind. But yesterday was a really light day at the hospital because when we got there in the morning, my dad had already been taken down for a procedure and he was waiting in pre-op. And then by the time he got back up to the room, it was nearly 3 and he was all doped up on goofballs from the procedure. So he mostly had 3 or 4 bites of hospital meatloaf, which looked great. If you're going to have meatloaf, go ahead and have hospital meatloaf.
They really still are offering meatloaf in a hospital?
Oh, the food is horrendously offensive.
Shouldn't they just jump straight to Salisbury steak at that point?
I would think so.
Put it on a round bun, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Put a Subway in there. Put something that's super cheap but edible in there, instead of trying to give them real food.
I saw a plaque. I saw in the lobby that this hospital, runniest mashed potatoes 3 years in a row. So good
nasty
for them.
And by the way, that to me, for institutional food, the mashed potatoes are normally a tell.
The instant mashed potatoes.
The mashed potatoes, if they taste like the inside of a gun barrel, that's usually an indicator that it might not be the best, most delicious thing you've ever eaten. It's nastiness. But as far as I know, you've been in the hospital and out.
So we did that, and then he was asleep most of the afternoon. So I was able to sort of roam around, and I went outside the hospital. And what I found is a very nice guy, and now I'm addicted to meth. So it's really great down here.
All right. Is it like most city hospitals where it is not in perhaps the most stellar part of town? Is that what it is?
Mike, every part of Miami is stellar. As I screamed to Kathy yesterday, look, there's palm trees at the strip mall. So there's that.
Could you see yourself as a Floridian when you come down here? Do you enjoy Florida when you come down to visit?
It was the most striking thing was leaving 40 degrees and coming off a plane into 85 degrees. Yeah. And you know what? It's really pleasant this time of year to come down here and see beautiful sunny weather and water and all that stuff. I don't know if I could do it all year round, but I'm enjoying it right now as best.
You've got an amazing view from where you are.
Gorgeous. I love it.
You get to look out. What floor are you on?
We're on the 3rd floor. But then right behind us is the Intercoastal Waterway right here. Yeah. We're in North Miami.
Do you have boats going by all the time?
We see boats, but the best thing is waterfowl. There's herons and all that stuff.
You like birds? Are you a bird dude?
I love watching birds.
I was telling Carla last night, one of the best things about Florida, one of the things I truly love. I am a bird person. I love birds. I love birds. I really do.
Lousy, stinking, lice-ridden birds.
And when you talk, no, they're not lice-ridden. But
I know.
When you come down here, you realize that we always talk about the insects will be here when we're all gone. Mm-hmm. I think the birds will be right before. If the birds go, they'll be right before the insects go, because the birds, when you think about what they've adapted to, and
they were dinosaurs, remember?
They're dinosaurs, but they're down here in concrete jungles,
and
you'll see a great egret fishing on the side of a bank where there's a highway. I think it's a beautiful thing the way they do that.
Do the birds eat the little lizards? Because there's also a lot of those around here.
That question I do not know.
I haven't seen that.
I have never seen a lizard, tackled by a bird. Are you close to the highway where you are?
We're right off Route 1.
Oh, that's the main drag. That's
which,
the main
as you
drag.
know, is the way. If you want to, it's like only 3 streets away from my house, but it's just a very long street.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear the commuters. It's busy over
We're about
over there.
3 miles from 95. You just go up the road and take a turn, so it's nice. It's a good area.
You really haven't answered my question as to the Florida lifestyle and what you
don't
think
I
of
could.
the Florida.
I
Okay.
don't think I could.
And why would
because,
that be?
Costco's too far.
Costco is actually close. Kathy gave me a tour of the whole area last night, and she said, and Costco's over there, and there's my Whole Foods and all that. I think I would miss the change in weather. The fact, like, knowing I would never see a snowstorm again, that's a little bit of a drag. I like snow.
That is the only thing I miss, besides
Snow?
sports teams, is the weather change.
Yeah.
I get tired of it.
Right now, it's perfect. It's so pretty right now.
I will occasionally say to myself, and I'm flying up to the great state of Maine for December for Christmas. I will be up there, but I never really have that moment where do I occasionally look at fall colors or something like that and have just a moment, maybe, but not.
Well,
not
when
really.
you talk
I
about,
dig
to
it
me,
down here.
when you talk about, oh my God, oppressive heat at 10 in the morning. Oh my God, it's so hot. We're used to it, but it's hot.
Yeah, but you
hot.
get that in the summer in D.C.
We do, but we always have the idea of relief coming, and it doesn't ever get cold. So I like the extremes. But you know
Speaking
what?
of relief, there
are
places
worse
probably-
places to be.
Speaking of Route 1 and relief, there are a lot of places on Route 1 you could probably get relief.
Yeah,
I would think.
there are. One just opened. I think it's called Don's Gold.
Don't lean into your microphone so
you're
much.
right. You're right. I'm
I
sorry.
saw your setup yesterday. You came down and weren't sure what the schedule was going to be like, so you did what we've all done. I think, Josh, we've all done it at one time or another. We jerry-rig a setup because once you've got Rob, looks like that backdrop was set for him by a major network with the view, and then I saw a picture that Rob posted of his setup, and it looks like he's got a TV stand turned upside down
on its side. Yeah,
on its
side. So the casters are. Today I've actually upgraded, and the computer's sitting on my suitcase on top of the TV stand. Yeah, it's much better than that. Much more high tech.
And if you want to know the color, I would describe that leg is off gray.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that. That's not my leg. That's my father's leg that I brought home from the hospital.
That is. Can I see that shot again? Because that is. I mean, if I'm going to be that is a beautiful view that you have right on the. I mean, that's if you're going to be in Miami, that rocks, man. Seeing that,
This is
I love
this
that
is the
view.
place to be. We're about a mile and a half from the actual ocean, but to get up in the morning and to see this water behind you and the birds and everything. This is a treat to do this, and I wasn't gonna set up out here.
Why don't you take care of that family a little bit you're living with down there? Maybe this afternoon, take a squeegee to that window. Maybe maybe just a little squeegee to that window might be.
Mike, as you know, it's the salt air.
And maybe
I agree, it is. No, Rob, it really is.
I
That's
know,
what
I
does
know.
that.
Yeah.
I know.
And
But I didn't even
maybe-
know that picture was being taken. Kathy snuck in and took that gangster style when I wasn't
That's
even
funny.
paying attention.
Yeah, you can tell you're not posing.
Exactly. So,
But maybe lay out in the sun for a little bit today too. Get a little sun.
No,
yeah,
you
and
look
then
like a
and then
radish.
Mike it looked chocolatey brown, just like Josh.
So, speaking of Josh, he moved to the top of the hit parade today when he discussed what he said he wanted to talk about, as he put it,
Yes.
tipping.
I tried to think of another word besides tipping. So we
Gratuity.
didn't get distracted by the
Gratuity.
G. Yeah, we can put the G at the front. Gratuity.
Now, isn't
Now-
there a country singer named Aaron Tippin? I think there is. So I mean, that if you say gratuity, you'll avoid all sorts of
There's
confusion.
an actress named Tippi Hedren who's old.
Oh, yeah,
or maybe
yeah.
dead. I'm not sure.
I think dead and mother of Melanie Griffith.
Didn't we have Tippi Hedren in studio one time? I believe we had Tippi Hedren from the Birds.
She played strip trivia.
She came in and she was in her 70s. I think.
Yeah, and she was actually still beautiful.
She still had that movie star look to her. But
She did.
anyway, getting back, there, a couple of things I didn't realize. I didn't know that our boy Josh here was, a regular visitor to, get a little rub down once in a while.
Yeah, Mike, he likes rubbing.
Yes, I try to go monthly to a massage. I think just because I'm so tall and lanky that my bones lock up, and with getting age and older, it hurts.
That's
Do you
a
go
very
to the-
medical description of your condition.
Very,
my
very good
bones
medical.
lock up.
Now, are you going to the big and tall massage parlor, or are you still going to the
No.
standard height?
Thank you,
one?
Linda, for the super chat, TMOS Weather Channel. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Well-
That's exciting.
Well, a new massage place opened up down here over the summer, so I switched and said, let me try this place out, and I enjoyed it, and it was a good spot.
Wasn't it the Bob Kraft massage emporium?
No, Mike, it's
No,
Kirkland.
I believe they
Kirkland
both-
Massage, right
Yeah,
next to
right.
the optical department.
Yep, right between the optical and the food court.
Was it called the Happy Joy Massage Emporium?
No.
Mike, the motto there is you'll definitely know when we're done.
What's the name? Would you like to give them a pluck? A plug?
No.
And a pluck.
No.
Okay.
I don't even. All right. So I switched to this place. This place, they don't speak much English. But
So
they
they're
do a
speaking mostly in their native German?
But they do a very good job. And I've got a bad shoulder that I hurt in Europe that I haven't been able to get into the doctor for.
You've heard of Hand and Stone, right?
Yes.
Do you have Hand and Stones where you live? This
We
one's
do.
called Hand and Bone.
Yes, exactly.
I'm sorry. I'll
No,
stop.
you guys can keep going that angle. I
I'm
go
so
for
sorry.
medical reasons.
I know you go for medical reasons. So they don't.
Sure.
Would thank you to Chris Arnold for another super chat.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm going to need a lot more than $10.
Well, you know what? This is really not your money today. It's getting Rob back to Virginia. That's the whole idea. So
That's right.
he can get a
Yes.
good rate on a real airline back to Virginia.
I have right now 2/3 payment done. I'm I've got a bus ticket, and
Very
it's almost
exciting.
paid for. So
Can I stop you, Josh, for a
You know,
second here?
Amtrak now goes Miami to D.C.
Yes, it does. You
Takes
can go
about
all the way
48
up there.
hours.
Yeah. Josh,
Yes.
when you mentioned that they don't speak English,
Yes.
I just have one major question. Are they of Asian
of
extraction?
course. Of course. they
Okay.
are.
All right.
Yeah.
So you realize that the very fact that you've put that together, there is
I
a
know.
bit of a reputation.
I know
around the
there's a
country.
reputation.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Do you ever
This-
get the sense that if you were so inclined,
I don't think so at this
Okay.
place.
All right,
This is a
very
pretty
good.
upscale office place.
they're the best ones.
So.
You don't want it to be sketchy,
and,
Josh.
And here's the other reason. So I switched to these people. They do a very good job,
These
and I've been
people.
very happy. And I had.
Do you have a
person-
standard therapist that you go to? And I'll be
So,
kind. I'll
I
call
did.
them a therapist. And do we have a name of the therapist?
I did, and then she left. At the place. So that's
no.
why. And then I went through like 3 other people at the place I go to. None of them were great. So I tried this other place. They've been good.
Chris Arnold says he's helping finance Josh's next rub down. And that's really the great name for a
Yeah.
massage, a rub down.
And Mike, just for fun, let's spell it rub with 2 B's.
Yeah, there you go. For your sake. For
Thank
you
you.
today.
Appreciate
That's
it.
exciting. Right.
Now this lady, she goes by the name Lisa. I
Sure she
don't
does.
think that.
And
was her
I'm
birth
sure
name.
that's her real name. Like my
Right.
barber is named Mary.
Right.
And
I
here's
used to go to a lady that had a very unusual name. She was, I think, from somewhere in Korea,
Yeah.
but she had a famous baseball pitcher's name.
Really? Mm-hmm. What was
And
it?
he's a father. Her name was Tug.
Oh, see, I was going with Palmer.
Both great. Yeah.
After, of course, Tug McGraw.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
So,
and as a matter of fact,
right.
when I would go to that place, I wouldn't really give them massage instructions. I would give them instructions that would normally be found shooting skeet, because every time I would go in there, I would say pull,
Well, I thought, Mike,
bada bing, bada boom.
when you were dealing with Tug McGraw, I thought you would just flash signs.
No, well, you
Like-
dropped
like
out.
a
You're into
catcher.
it. Oh, yes, the sign, stealing signs.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Josh. I apologize.
It reminds me, did I tell you guys that I tried to get a massage in London? Because
Really?
on the way out of Europe, my shoulder was killing me, and I tried. I could not find a place on the internet that was not going to rape me.
Yeah.
It was all inappropriate.
Did you say rape you?
Yes. Their massages were.
You mean, are you talking about the financial end of things or physically?
Physically. Physically. The London massages are pick which girl you want to lay on top of you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow.
All right.
I can't imagine going to London and just getting that kind of service. You want to see like the Tower of London or something.
Right. You got to do a little of both, I guess.
Well,
but technically, they do see the Tower of London. So go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted
right, so
50
anyway,
times.
So when I first tried this place out, they had a little thing at the bottom of their menu of list of services, and they had a little asterisk, and they said, for tip-in, it said 30% or more recommended.
Okay.
30%'s a lot.
That is a lot. They should build that into the cost. If they want that much.
I've never tipped 30%.
What are the increments that they offer? Half hour, hour? What are the?
I normally get the 80-minute.
Okay.
And it is $135, $140.
That's
so
like
a little more than $1 a minute.
When you say 80 minutes, that tells me right away, perhaps legitimate, because that is
it's not a 15-minute.
Yeah, in the.
Yes.
Or Mike,
80 minutes.
a 4 minute.
So 80-minute, 100. How much?
100. I think it's 130, 140, something like that.
Let's say it's $140, Rob. 30% of $140.
42.
42. That doesn't sound totally ridiculous.
You don't think that sounds unreasonable?
But think about this: if something costs you $10, do you want to pay $13 for it? No, it costs you $10.
And that is my view too. And also, this is a small business where it's owned by her. She's the only employee. She runs it.
Oh, so this is a single proprietor, much like Carla's an esthetician.
Yes.
She's a single proprietor.
Not at all like that, Mike. It's not at all. It's not.
So you tip the 30%. Do they? They say encouraged.
It says encouraged. It says yes.
That means she's gotten probably clients that and it is a tipping business when you're providing that, whether it be a nail salon, an esthetician, a massage. That's how they get their extra moolah.
Right.
But putting 30% down.
My normal tip is like $25.
I think that's pretty solid.
And I've always thought that was a decent tip, and no one complained at the last place I went to.
I'm curious, Josh, when you go there, do you show them the tip before you get the massage?
You put the tip on the table?
No, I do not. No.
Mm-hmm. You can say, I'm going to pay full cost, but here's 30. This is just the tip.
But here's my problem is I continued when I switched to this place with the $25 tip.
All right.
Okay.
Even though they had it at the bottom in small font. The next time I came, that little notice at the bottom of the menu turned into a sign on the wall behind the cash register.
Oh, they mean
now
it
says
then. Yeah.
where it's just a printed out piece of paper that just says minimum 30% tip suggested.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's telling me that instead of your 80 minutes for $120, it should be 80 minutes for $160.
Well,
that
also, so then I went back a third time.
Same day?
No, yes. So then I went back last week.
Okay.
And the sign had moved from behind the cash register to in front of the cash register. The prices had increased from $130 to $140, and as I'm checking out, she's tapping on the sign.
Oh, like showing it to you.
Well, then run for your life.
So
do that. I'm sorry,
so I tipped
no way.
My regular $25, and now that's the whole point of the discussion. Is now I think I don't think I'm crazy. I think I got to find a new.
I think you do too. I know. Yeah. I mean, that to me is if you're requiring it sounds like she's trying to have her cake and eat it too. Pardon me. But the fact is that if you want if you're worried about you're not getting what you feel you're worth, you have to put your prices out there, and then people tip whatever they want.
And that's my view. Is now she's making it clear, at least to me, that she knows I'm not going to tip the 30%.
My wife, as an esthetician,
so why would she give me great service?
My wife, as an SD, as she likes to call it, it goes like this for her. She doesn't have a sign saying suggested. It will go anywhere from 0 to she will call me and tell me what happened. So that's the tipping range that we're talking. We're talking about a tipping range with people that just don't, and she accepts it because that's the way it is. She has prices that are commensurate with her service, and then people that are incredibly generous, that are usually well-to-do, that will be really wonderful, and that's the way they do it every single time. I think it varies. To put a sign up in a place like that to say, I don't know, that doesn't.
Something that I wonder about is apparently every time you show up, something has changed. Prices have gone up. The sign has gone more.
I only go once a month, so
but
I don't know if it's like because
don't
I
think
scheduled an appointment. I'll print out a bigger sign.
Singling
you don't think she's targeting you?
I don't. I don't think so.
I do.
In the chat, Greg says it's a tax dodge, and that would make sense with no taxable tips. Mm-hmm. But then give me a discount if I'm going to tip you large.
Okay, and I get the whole taxing thing too. And by the way, in this day and age, everybody's got to get by. I don't question her desire to make money. What I question is the way she's going about it. Her demeanor otherwise. Is she pleasant? Is she are there smiles or anything like that? Tapping a sign that says tip. So she's looking at you, and she's going like this.
Tapping the top of it because it's over the register. So
wow, I'd be out of there in no time at all.
I wouldn't go back.
Register's here, and she's just tapping.
No, I wouldn't go back. No, you're tipping your 20, and you held your ground. Good for you.
Yeah, I just tipped the same.
But I still don't begrudge her for wanting. It's just the way she's going about it does not.
And the phrasing is off. I mean, the way to make it sound expected is no good. I think better phrasing might be a 30% gratuity is standard, and that way
is it?
I don't know. But if that's what she wants to be standard,
right? How do
there are better ways to phrase it? Yeah. What are you 30%. Doing?
I'm pointing at the super chats right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't have them.
I would like a 30% tip for this show today.
30%
if someone could offer us a 30%. Look, we do it. We're working for tips too.
We are.
Yeah,
I mean, we are. We do every single day. That's the way. Yes. And everybody online does that. Anybody that has a presence online, that's what they do. You should see the guy on Chat Sports for Giants Now. Holy S. I mean, my God, the guy goes bat S, and I'm so jealous.
But you know what?
So jealous. Yes.
If someone wants to pay $140 for 80 minutes of this, they don't have to tip. It'll be okay.
That's true. We'll take it at retail price.
We'll take retail price.
And we'll pay our taxes on that. We don't dodge any taxes.
I think pointing to the sign for tipping, knowing that you... So she obviously knows you're not a big tipper.
Yeah, she knows that I don't hit the 30%, so she taps on it. And I take it just like when the people spin the little tablet around so you can tap on where to tip.
Thank you, Greg Klein. To support your tax dodge. We appreciate that.
Hard tax dodge. Yes. Now, is there a sign that you think that Josh could hold up in response that he could tap? He could pull out a sign that says, like, I'm a cop and point to it or something like that? Something that would set her off?
I think he just runs. I think he just runs in the other direction. I wouldn't have anything to do with that. And it sounds like... I don't know, man. It sounds like really when you're talking about tipping and you're talking about signs like that. And let me ask this question, and this is going to get a little delicate, Josh. And this is, and I'm always very careful with you because I know you speak the truth, except in politics. I'm going to,
speaks his truth.
Yeah. Well, someday I'd like
I
to
love
just
on
get
election
him in a room.
day.
I'd like to get him in a room. I
love on election day when Josh points at his sign.
Mm-hmm.
Tap, 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 tap.
During your visits,
yes,
was there ever any moment? Because I've had I've had a massage where I wasn't sure that something hinky might be going on, but I wasn't, whether it be at a resort or something like that. And I've also had, when I went out with the band. Anyway, so getting the thing, so I've been involved in all these different joints. Yeah. But the thing is, did you ever have a moment while visiting this particular location where there was you thought maybe if you were willing to ask, there might be other services provided?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Now I'll say there was a moment where things fell out of the blanket, where I was no longer covered.
Hold on.
I was not covered.
And you're naked?
Yeah, I'm naked under the sheet.
How did this happen? Was there a tug? Was there? I mean, on the blanket?
No, it was like stretching my legs or something.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, that's awkward that's not covered anymore. And as I was thinking that, she took the blanket and whipped it and knocked it right back under.
Wow.
She used the
blanket?
blanket?
With the blanket, yes.
Oh, then I would be out of there
under.
in no time.
So I don't think she wants anything to do with that.
Okay. All right. I don't know. It's very, I think you might want to try one of the chain locations like Massage Envy or Hand and Stone.
But see, that creeps me out because that Massage Envy is that's the one that went down with what's his name from the Patriots.
No,
Bob
it's
Kraft.
not.
Bob
No,
Kraft.
it's not.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
No, it's not. You're wrong. No, I read that. I read everything about that. That was like the Tokyo Spa that he went to.
I think it was an independent, yeah.
The Bob Kraft
Then
was
then who got in trouble at Massage Envy? Someone else got caught there.
It was
There
Bob Barker.
There might be a football player that went in there and was there. I think that any time you got a female putting hands on a male, it lends itself to perhaps confusion. But I think the last place you would expect that would be like a Massage Envy. So if you're looking for it, now here's the thing. But hear me out here.
Never mind. That was Justin Tucker.
If you're okay, that was Justin Tucker that did that, and didn't he do that in multiple locations as well?
Multiple places
because he thought he was a football player that everybody would have the privilege of, of grabbing his gear shift. Right?
More like Justin Tugger. Am I right, ladies? That's unacceptable in this modern day.
He would leave an extra tip when he left.
There it is. Hold it. Let me say this: if you go to one of the chain places, I hope Carla doesn't mind me saying this. Well, she used to have she has worked in places that had a professional masseuse and places that didn't. She prefers to have another esthete. As a matter of fact, she's looking for an esthetician right now for her new joint. But let me get back to what I was going to tell you.
She is in the chat. She says to wear your underwear when you're getting a massage. I have been told at both places not to.
Both places were.
Both places have told me to undress completely.
But to be fair, Josh does wear long underwear.
By the way, Carla is the Mike O'Mara show. In case you're wondering.
Well, we don't have time to chat in there while doing the show.
We don't. Here it is. If you go to one of the places that's a chain, your price structure will be much more understandable, and they price it out. The people that are in there are not sole proprietors; they are working for the chain. That's it.
But that's been my fear is like that. It's like someone that's working at Chili's.
Did Carla write that?
I guess.
What did she write?
It wasn't us.
Wank wank.
Do you know we have a good chain? And I don't know if it's down in Florida, but we have a chain in Northern Virginia. It's called Seed Spillers, and they're excellent.
All right. Okay. All right. Immediately you wrecked it.
No, I did not wreck it. Like we've been talking for a long time before I wrecked it.
That
so it
is
so
immediately
nasty.
That is so gross.
I don't know. I don't think it's any nastier than Josh getting whipped with a towel.
That is. But the point is, if you're concerned about tipping, and you're obviously not concerned about the other thing, but I think going to one of the regular chain places.
My concern of the chain is that it's the same type of employees that you get at a restaurant or at the Halloween store, that it's employees that don't care about their job.
Oh, like pop-ups?
Yeah.
That might be true. I mean, where was I recently where the disinterest of people, it might have been some sort of retail operation where I just went in and it was just so not given us. Oh, I know. We went to, between games, we wanted to go to a casual dining restaurant, by the way, where I mentioned it, where you get a steak. And it was just so disinterested from top to bottom. And, unfortunately, I think that if you want a lot of things, if you want to get it top shelf, you got to go to somebody who's a sole proprietor. Yeah. Really. But that doesn't exist in America because the whole goal of America is the mauling of America, where everybody has a Hobby Lobby or, or something like that.
A Michael's.
Yes. A Michael's Crafts.
I need dowel rods. I'm going to Michael's.
LMT, licensed massage therapist for over 25 years in Maryland. You can wear clothes or not, whatever makes the customer comfortable, and cover up with a sheet. I've never expected a tip, but most clients always do. Now, there is a person who is giving you the lowdown.
Yeah. Yes. Now,
so you're at a bad
most
place.
Clients always do. So there are some people that go in these places and just walk out with no tip.
100%. Yeah. Carla
See,
has
I've never
clients,
thought of that.
Carla has regular clients that don't tip.
Oh,
all the time, but they're regular.
On them because they're regular.
No, she gives the same quality facial to somebody who will either. It happens. So you just have. So the fact that this lady is laying that on people and has to sign up, I would say just on general principle, bye. See you later.
I like Rob's idea of just getting a fake police badge and just leaving it on the pile of my clothes right at the top.
Yeah. And I mean, it just would encourage her to be honest. That's all.
What?
I wouldn't want to go. I'd feel just totally uncomfortable with that whole tipping thing going back in there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have anything to do with it. It would be gross to me. It really would.
No, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. And somebody says always tip your barber. Oh, and let me give you the best scenario. You know what the best scenario? And anybody that provides services like this, barber, esthetician, masseuse, whatever, the best way in the world to do this is the online booking, where you provide the tip right up front.
Yes.
You know the rules, and you get up at the end of a haircut and you look at the barber and say, thanks, Kevin, see you later, and you walk out. And by the way, I'm sort of keeping Kevin out of business now that I've gone to a number one. I did it this morning. I gave myself a haircut this morning, and I think I got the entire back done as well. Carla laughed at the back because there was a big patch of longer hair in the back.
I won't ask you to show the back, but I've had times
I'll show the back. I'll show the back. Let me tell you what you think. Did I get it?
Yeah, it looks even.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I pulled out my...
There are times, Josh, when I shave my head, I'll go downstairs and I'll have like a postage stamp square of hair on the back of my head.
I didn't hear the reaction. Did it look all right?
It
looks great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I've mastered that. I hate to put him out of business, but now that I'm doing it this way, Rob can probably speak to this because he's been there with hair loss and stuff.
Yeah.
Rob, there is a tremendously long period if you want to grow your hair back out where you're going to look like somebody who lives in a refrigerator box. Am I right about that?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not prepared to do
once
that.
you go short, you've got to maintain it.
And I don't really want to go with the regrowth thing at my age. And by the way, I see, in my world, I see the people that, are desperately holding on to what little hair they have. And I think that's it's just not worth it. It's not worth it at all. You fall into that category.
I gave up on it. Yeah, I gave up on it. And I can look at my dad. My dad is awful thin on top, but he hasn't given in yet. Yeah. And it's very wispy, and I don't like the look. I like it for to just, it's easy.
Yeah,
it's nice.
I've got a nice shaped head. Speaking of head, so Josh, back to the massage. No, I'm kidding, of course.
Dare
yes,
you?
I am terribly sorry. You're hired, Mike. Tip yourself. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I would give it a try, Josh. I would give the regular chain a try because you know what? If you're going
it's that or go back to my previous place.
What's your previous place?
Well, just further down the road.
Mr.
And that you left the previous place because the
lady left. I went there for a couple years,
right?
but an employee left. So that's
Has
why
anybody at the previous place that you went to, did anybody ever compliment you for being strong? Did they say, you're so strong?
Very strong,
No.
Yes.
All right, what was that?
No.
Was that me that made that
No,
ding sound?
that was me. I'm sorry about that. When
Only comments
you
I get
go
about
into your body?
Yes, you froze. Sorry. Only comments I get is about how tight my shoulders are.
Okay, all right.
That they have to work on them hard.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back to the original place, I don't know if he still works there, but ask for this guy. His name is Odd Job. and he'll be excellent for you. Very strong guy.
Yeah, way to
Wears
go.
a
Nice
hat.
1962 reference.
You
to
love it. You love Goldfinger.
All right, we're going to take, on that note, on that wonderfully happy note, we're going to continue the show with a little news. But first, I do want to mention a client of the Mike O'Mara Show, a brand new client. I'm not going to pick up my laptop thing because I took too much grief over it yesterday. Yes, I am. God damn it.
Get your lap desk.
Here it is.
That's good.
This sits right on my bed or on my couch, and then I prop it up, and I put my laptop on it.
Or you could do your knitting on that.
Or I could have a meal. I could take a
Yes,
meal.
you could take a meal.
You see the little circle that's got for the coffee right there?
Yeah, you know what'd be
Got that?
great is that if you had that on a massage table, you could cover yourself.
Why don't you just shut up for a second? You see those little cutout holes? Beautiful design. If you
Yeah.
look in there, there is a fan that cools your laptop.
No
It is
way.
specifically designed for that. And then it folds out with the legs to sit over your lap, and it also folds out to give your laptop a place to lie down, which is really spectacular.
Awesome. That's cool. I didn't know about the fan.
By the way, did I mention I'm talking about Uncommon Goods? Yes, it's
Oh,
called
okay.
Uncommon Goods. The holidays sneak up fast, ladies and gentlemen. I hit my microphone. But it's not too early to get your shopping done and actually have fun with it. Uncommon Goods has thousands, I'm talking thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, and they have something for everyone, from moms and dads to kids and teens, book lovers, history buffs, diehard football fans, foodies, mixologists, avid gardeners. Rob found the coolest thing. What was that thing you were talking about yesterday that you got
It's
at Uncommon Goods?
It's a solid rosewood, it looks like a vintage transistor radio, and it does have AM and FM, but it also plays Bluetooth. This beautiful speaker. It looks so cool, and it's 100% modern.
Right? Is that does it have maybe a little boost for your internet connectivity? I'm just kidding. I'm not.
You know
gonna
what,
give you a hard
Mike?
time.
It is.
Yes.
It's very fun when that
Yes.
happens.
With every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back a dollar to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. That's great. I love that. Uncommon Goods. Love it when these companies do that. I think it's wonderful. Uncommon Goods makes holiday shopping stress-free and joyful with thousands of one-of-a-kind gifts you can't find anywhere else. So shop early, have fun, and cross some names off your list today. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/TMOS. You know that code. You know it. You love it. That's uncommongoods.com/TMOS for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, were all out of the ordinary. I played an explosion. I have to go to my other soundboard. Back to this.
Oh, you're on
Thank
your
you very
ordnance
much.
soundboard? I don't
Yes,
have
I
any
had my
parody
ordnance.
records and beautiful videos, so you don't need your ordnance today.
I thought you said you did have video today.
I have video,
for
but I
news.
don't have any parody records, and that's
Oh,
normally
good.
what you blow up. Yeah.
You scared me for a second there.
No, I have the audio.
We begin today with Halloween. I have really purposefully and to DJ prep services all over the United States. Really, to our good friends. We have a source that radio personalities use all over the country. There are different ones, but the one that's the most common, probably the most used, is called the Complete Sheet.
Yeah.
Dudes, enough with Halloween. Okay, we get it. I mean, really, you want to know why the
Let me guess,
sameness
they
of-
started last week with it because they love the countdown to it.
probably before that.
Yeah.
Now, this one, though, because I've watched a lot of videos that have this subject matter, it was interesting to me. When it comes to Halloween, two kinds of people: those who believe things are getting more intense in recent years, and those who think we're babying kids too much and things are becoming too safe, too protective, and too bland. I fall into that category, to be honest
Okay.
with you. There is a new article in the New York Times. So this is not your average Halloween poll. What's your favorite candy? BS. Have Halloween decorations become too scary? I know that there have been stories we've had all the time where you see somebody who looks like a legitimate human being hanging from a tree out in a yard, and it freaks people out. I get that.
Yeah.
It mentions things like Skelly and the huge Halloween skeletons that have been popping up. What's that beep?
For some reason, I'll unplug my
I think it might have something to do with your connectivity too. That the power cord is not taking
Not
to your.
stable.
It's not stable, so if you can work
Yeah.
on that.
I will.
Huge Halloween skeletons that have been popping up, along with very lifelike witches and demons and realistic blood and gore. Well, that doesn't bother me.
Well-
They talk to some. Yeah, go ahead, John.
The giant skeletons are so cartoony. Like, I wouldn't be worried about
I
those.
wouldn't be worried about those at
Yeah.
all. They talk to parents who have young kids who like classic Halloween imagery: pumpkins, witches, ghosts, spiders, skeletons, and they feel like today's dismembered bodies and moving, speaking, and gesturing props are too disturbing. Oh, give me a break!
It's always been that
please.
way.
Yeah, I agree.
I love the things when you go into the Spirit Halloween store and you walk up to Dracula and he jumps out at you. I think that's fun. Come on.
Yeah, but don't you also kind of feel for the people that are dropping $500 and $600 for those ridiculous robots?
Well, that's their choice, and
Yeah.
I think that that's ridiculous. But that's big Halloween, and the babying of America, which we've all been a victim of. That's happening. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'm also not a fan of that's going to disturb little Billy who looks at come on,
But-
grow up, people, please.
But no sign out in your yard for people to tip you for your Halloween
That's right.
or even Christmas display.
do the people
Yes.
down in your they
Yes,
put
there's a QR code
put
out
tips
there.
out there? You know what? That sucks too.
Yeah.
That if you're going to do it out of the goodness of your own heart. Is it going to charity or anything like that?
I think part of it goes to
Okay.
so
charity.
they say.
Some
I don't
adults-
believe it for a second.
Some adults admit even they have been rattled by some of the modern decorations, although others say it's possible they were always there. They just didn't notice them as much until they had kids. I don't know where I line up on the really slasher film decorations. I'm not quite sure.
I can still
Rob,
remember.
did
as
your
a
light
kid.
go off or something?
No.
Okay.
No, just the sun moved.
The sun moved. That's what
The
it was.
I remember as a kid, I had neighbors across the street, the Deal family, and they would always ring up their doorbell so that when you went up and rang the doorbell, a scary voice talked to you. And for years, when I was a little kid, like elementary school, second grade, that flipped me out. But I still remember it, and I thought back. I said, you know what? I like that. I like scaring kids. That's the price you pay for getting candy. That's why I don't like the people that sit in their driveway. I think the kids have to make the effort of approaching the door and knocking and make an effort because we're giving you free stuff. So they need to try a little harder.
You're very conflicted on Halloween. You have very strong opinions.
Yeah.
You go
I
all
think
over
he
the
hates
place
it.
too. I think you truly
I do hate it. I do
I
hate
think
it.
you do. I do.
And
I
I
think
was
that's
going to
all.
give out candy, but my father, he stopped it.
I understand
Attaboy
it.
Pop.
But you have a different angle. Tomorrow you get to see all the nurses dressed up in costume.
Yes, tomorrow is Sexy Nurse Day at the hospital.
That's exciting. Yeah. Well,
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
something there. It's been a tough week for you. You have something to look forward to. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Where do you line up on pets and costumes? On pets, where do you line up on that?
Okay, I think it's mean to the dogs, but I think it's adorable too. I love watching a dog that's dressed up, but I know
bought
that
one.
they hate it.
You did.
I bought one this year.
There's a lady online now that comes up on my feed, and you watch one of them and you're going to get 30 of them, and she has a bulldog that has to be the ugliest creature I have ever seen with very few teeth, and all the video is her opening something like chicken McNuggets or this beautiful custard that she dumps out on the plate, and the dog's just looking at her and always with a different hat, and then just devours it. The funniest one is when she has this it looks like a chai latte with whipped cream on top, and she brings it out and she pours the whipped cream in it, and the next cut is whipped cream all over the wall and all over the lady, and she's just staring at the camera while her dog licks the inside of it. Yes, I'm easily amused.
I've seen that video.
A new poll found 1 in 6 Americans are delusional when it comes to pets and Halloween. 16%, or around 1 in 6 people, think pets actually enjoy dressing up for Halloween.
Oh, they hate it. They hate it. I can't. If I take my glasses off, Linus puts his head down because he knows I'm going to try to put my glasses on him. Because a dog with glasses is the greatest, but it's it.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Yeah.
He's having some problems.
Do you think
there.
the dog puts his head down because he's scared and scarred by the amount of times Rob puts the glasses on him?
Probably.
Or like he's
Could be.
putting it down because he enjoys it?
40% in this poll say they either like it or at least don't mind. I don't buy that. The poll didn't distinguish between cats and dogs, but obviously dogs are a tad more receptive. Your cat just can't seem to grasp the cuteness of it, of course. 16% say pets like, how do they get this? Pets like or love dressing up. 24% said they're more meh about it. Are you kidding me? All right. Are these guys sitting there smoking a big fatty and just making a story up?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
they
it.
are.
I'm sorry.
They pulled a bunch of dogs.
This one slipped through the cracks. My apologies.
I gotta ask though, Josh, what costume did you get your dog?
This year she has a Jason costume.
Like from Friday the 13th?
Yes, yes, because that is what my stepson is going for Halloween. So the dog matches with their own mask.
Well, good for you. That's wonderful. Happy Halloween, everybody. I don't know if he was supposed to let this slip, but Tim Allen revealed a scene that may or may not appear in Toy Story 5. I didn't even know there was going to be a Toy Story 5.
I'm glad there is. It's a good franchise, Mike.
On Jimmy Kimmel Live, he said, quote, the funniest thing... Did you watch it last night, Josh?
Jimmy Kimmel? No. No, I watched it as much as I did last week.
That's a little joke. On Jimmy Kimmel Live, he said, quote, the funniest thing to me is that there is a plane crash like in the Tom Hanks movie. I don't know, Tom somebody on the island where a FedEx plane or something with 100 Buzz dolls lands and they're all lost. So it's a castaway with Buzz Lightyear. I don't see anyone
that can't be true.
No, that's probably true. Because isn't Woody Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they're probably playing on him.
They're the B story. It's hysterical. They're trying to find their way back, and there are 100 of them. I hope they have it in there. He's such a moron. You know, when they quote him, right? Yeah. He's just such a dingleberry.
It sounds like he might be back on Blow. So stop it, Tim Allen.
Tim had fun providing the voices of multiple buzzes. He said, quote, I ad-libbed. There's one in the back going,
oh, really? Fantastic. You must be so funny.
I am really not standing by this.
I got to know, Mike, did Tim Allen dress his dog up for Halloween?
I am really. You know, when I'm giving you Tim Allen, sorry, guys. Light news day. My sincere apologies.
I understand. Tomorrow is Halloween, Mike. Everyone's very excited.
I didn't want to talk about Trump, meeting with Xi, so that's just the way it goes. Colin Farrell was just a young and up-and-coming actor when he landed a role in the Steven Spielberg blockbuster Minority Report. That's a good movie. I like Minority Report. Mm-hmm. And he made a rookie mistake that really ticked off Tom Cruise. He told Colbert this week that, I guess I've got all the left-wing shows.
Yeah, good.
That's good.
I was busy with that one also.
He said, I begged production of a $120 million film if they would not have me working on my birthday. Who did I think I was? I think you probably thought he was a rookie. He didn't know the ropes at that point. He didn't get it, obviously. But he went out the night before anyway, the night before his birthday. Here's his quote. My pickup go to set was 6 a.m. and I got up to all sorts of nonsense the night before. I remember getting into bed, and as soon as I turned off the light, the phone rang, and it was the driver outside saying it's 10 past 6. And I went, OS. Colin was in such bad shape that it took him 46 takes to deliver a single line, and this is the line. And I don't know whether in this movie he has the Irish accent or the American accent. He does both, and he's good at it. The line is, I'm sure you've all grasped the fundamental paradox of pre-crime methodology. I would imagine if you're banged up, hungover, probably a little difficult to do that.
Not great.
He says Tom Cruise wasn't very happy with it. By the way, can you make a note of this particular newscast that this is the best one I've ever done?
I've already submitted it to the Golden Globe Awards. And,
I do have multiple kicker jokes.
Oh, good. That'll
save it. They kind of suck too.
No, they don't.
Well,
you can't go into it saying that.
Sometimes I just have to be honest, like Jackie Gleason with the audience,
I understand.
and apologize for this. The secret to doing virtual meetings without wearing pants is seat yourself at a table like Rob, with the camera facing you straight on, and don't stand up under any circumstances. A cop learned that lesson the hard way. On Monday, a Detroit police officer, his name is Matthew Jackson, he showed up to court for a virtual Zoom hearing wearing his uniform, top, and badge, but no pants.
You have to wear pants, Mike. You have to wear pants.
He wasn't sitting behind a proper table. It looks like he was on a couch with the camera on a coffee table. He was seated higher than the camera, so it showed him sitting in his boxers or shorts. We can't really tell. The judge, Sean Perkins, was surprised, and she said, "You got some pants on, officer?" Jackson responded, "No, sir." He then adjusted the camera so the shot just showed him from the waist up. The hearing then went on as normal. There was no comment afterwards. It just moved on. So it's unclear what happened, but it's probably safe to assume that Officer Jackson either didn't have his image showing on his end, or it was cropped smaller on the feed being sent out. No word on whether or not the individual who was on trial was freed on bail.
Bail, Mike.
The officer told the court that he didn't need to show up because the case was in the bag. Officer Jackson eventually called to testify.
Testify, Mike.
There you go. 3 testicle jokes in one news story, ladies and gentlemen.
Officer Jackson was in a hurry. He was off to get his massage.
Yes, 30% tip. Officer Jackson. More show coming up, but first I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, about our good friends at Incogni.
Love it.
Incogni. This episode powered by Incogni, your personal data's bodyguard. Here's the deal. Data brokers scoop up your info, names, addresses, even social security numbers, and they sell it to whoever's paying. Scammers, spammers, creepy marketers, you name it. That's why your phone won't stop ringing. Your inbox is a mess, and identity theft is always lurking around the corner. Data breaches jumped 72% in 2023 from the previous year. Incogni will fight them. They'll fight back. They automatically wipe your data from over 230 brokers. Keep monitoring and push back when brokers resist. You stay off that grid. Lists are gone. You don't have to worry about it. With 4 flexible plans, their protection always fits you and your family, and you're covered by a 30-day money-back guarantee. Here's the bottom line. If your data is out there, you need Incogni. Incogni is an amazing partner, so if you like us, please check them out today. It would mean a lot to the Mike O'Mara Show. Use the code TMOS at Incogni.com/TMOS to get an exclusive 60% off an annual Incogni plan. Incogni.com/TMOS. That's INCOGNI.com/TMOS. I've been trying to get this on the show. Do you mind if I talk about something that really grosses me out? And I don't know why, because I stay at hotels too. But
and I will not try to make this worse, because you always accuse me of ruining it. I don't want to.
I just don't know what happened to your internet connection. It was perfect yesterday, and today it's horrific. I'm not sure what's going on. Whether there's a Wi-Fi antenna that needs to be moved or something like that. Are you wearing any metal in your body, Mr. Spiewak?
Just my knees and hips.
Okay.
I will. You know what? While you talk about your hotel, let me reset the router. Although it tested fine this morning, maybe something happened. So I'll be back in just
rock
a
and
moment.
roll. Josh, this is a guy that's got it somewhere in the neighborhood. Are you familiar with Cruise America?
Isn't that like an RV rental company?
Yeah, it's an RV rental company, and I don't know why it gives me the heebie-jeebies. But when I see here's the thing: there are services that offer RV rental from private owners, right? And you can hook up with them all over the country, and they can let you have an RV for the weekend or for the week whenever you're going away. That doesn't bug me. When I see the Cruise America with their little mural on the side that says "I'm rented by everybody," for some reason that just grosses me me out. That just makes me feel like,
Is it-
it's a rental. I don't like rental cars for that reason,
it's
too.
more than a rental car then.
Yeah, it's a one of the, I think, Class B or Class C RVs that they have, and
Right.
The paint's kind of like wearing thin on one side of it. And every time I go by that, I just picture getting inside and having the whole thing smell like a fart. But I know I'm wrong. But it's just it's irrational when I look at that.
Yeah, I imagine they've got a process for cleaning those.
I would,
but I get,
so.
but I get the fear of you don't know who was in there beforehand.
Yeah, it just
and you don't know the standard.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna. I've always thought it would be fun. We did it once for the show where we all hopped in an RV. I know you were talking about the thing that you want. Your toy would be a van to do it.
I don't want one that's shared
I'd like
with
to own
people,
one
yes.
too. I think it would be. Look, this down here, I would say Fort Myers, maybe the whole state of Florida, probably has more of those dealerships than anywhere in America. And
it's every 4 exits.
it's incredible, and they do look cool, but it also strikes me as something like a boat where it's a hole in the water that you put money into, and as cool as they look, you use it one weekend, every 6 months, and it doesn't pay for itself. That's the way I look at it.
Remember, I bought a travel trailer, like the drag-behind camper, and it's been in the garage for almost a year. I think it was end of November that we used it last time.
That's why you get the resale value on these things, because people get them. And if you've ever seen one of those RVs that's the bus kind, the really big kind, where the living room juts out automatically, and the thing.
The ones that,
have you ever seen it when they get into an accident? That's essentially a thin strip of aluminum over plywood.
It's a box truck with stuff inside it.
That's all it is. And so, I don't know if you want to do that. Now, listen, I was going to mention the movie that I saw last night, and man, oh man, I loved every second of it. The movie is called Eden. Are you familiar with this movie?
I've never heard of it.
Jude Law. It's got Jude Law. It's got Ana de Armas. It's got Sydney Sweeney in it. And sometimes when I see a movie that's a rental for like $19.99, even though it's better than going to the theater, I don't pop for it, but it went down on Prime, and I am telling you, it's based on a true story, and I loved every minute of it. It's called Eden.
It's by Ron Howard.
Ron Howard, who still knows how to make a movie. And I think based on a true story that happened late 1920s, early 1930s. And this doctor goes off the grid, leaves Germany because the fascism is coming into power in Germany. And he goes off with his wife, or his common law wife, to establish like a homestead on an island in the Galapagos Islands. And when you see a movie where every single frame catches your interest, to me, that is extremely rare. And the performances of everybody are spectacular.
It says it's a thriller.
Yeah, it's definitely a thriller. I don't know what it gets on. I didn't even check Rotten Tomatoes, which I normally do. But man, oh man, this 75. Thing is edge of your seat. Really great storytelling. And if it really happened, the thing that's cool about it is you don't get all the answers at the end. You see what happens. There is finality to it, but there are two versions of the finality, which is very cool, I thought.
All right, but does it leave you like annoyed that you don't have all the answers at the end?
No, it's not like some of the other things. What was the movie that I watched the other day?
The House of Dynamite.
The House of Dynamite, where they're all going into a shelter and then it ends. That's I want to see the world blow up. That's just me. Don't quote me. Isolate that and put that on a soundboard somewhere.
Right, in a movie.
The only thing that I have to mention, and this is a spoiler alert, if you want every little bit of this movie revealed, this will not destroy the plot line, but it certainly was a shocker to me. I am used to the Road to Perdition Jude Law, where you see skinny Jude Law, waif-like Jude Law. Jude Law, in this particular movie, appears to have spent a lot of time in the gym. He is what you would call buff. And speaking of buff...
Is this like in between movie roles for him or something?
I don't know, but there is a scene where new people arrive on the island. They're not necessarily welcome. And Jude Law comes from in back of his his hut, and I think there was no prosthetic involved, but I don't know for sure. Mr. Law is from head to toe completely naked. Mrs. O'Mara paused for just a second to take in Jude Law. As a matter of fact, if she's listening and she's in the chat as the Mike O'Mara Show, I would like Mrs. O'Mara to perhaps comment on what she thought of Jude Law in his frontal nudity scene where he is just, standing there. And he also seemed to have one feature that she noticed. She pointed this out to me, that his posterior was a little
got
unusual.
The picture right here.
Okay, so you have a picture. Is it the fully naked Jude Law, or is it
not
pixelated?
Edited.
It's not edited at all.
So we will leave it off the show.
All right. Meanwhile, speaking of nudity,
I popped up. You probably thought I was Jude Law. I get that a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's full frontal. That's what it is. It's very, very interesting. Yeah. So if you want, more Jude Law than I certainly wanted, you might want to check it out. And she's obviously not listening right now. She's in the shower. So that's that. I just wanted to share that with everybody. We're going to take another break. When we come back, ladies,
Jude, you're 30%.
Yes. Gronk is not a player in the NFL. We're going to talk about that because I don't know what the hell it means. That's quite simply where we're going to go with that. On the best show we've ever done. The most magical holiday treat is coming. Everyone wants the Golden Globe-nominated TMOS Family Cookbook. And here's your chance to get yours. Are you hungry for food? Hungry for fun? The Mike O'Mara Show Family Cookbook is your ticket to edible excellence. With amazing recipes only available from us. One-pot spaghetti. Carrie's unbeatable pecan pie. You say pecan or pecan?
Nut. Say nut.
What?
Pecan.
Okay. Mrs. Soroka's crab dip. Dude's crack cookies. Zoolander's blue motorcycle. Wow. Is that a beverage or is that a...
That is a beverage that is in both alcoholic and non-alcoholic versions.
It's very exciting. And wait for it, rice and beans. Plus dozens more. All the best. I'm serious. All these recipes are in the TMOS Family Cookbook. They are all there, and it'll be in your hands before the holidays. And you can pre-order now at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Be part of TMOS history. Feed your need and not your greed. Buy plenty of them and share the TMOS Family Cookbook. Order now, order often, and please order in multiples of 5. We thank you. That's right. Do we have an author of the rice and beans? I'm not sure because that's fair.
It's my brother.
Oh, your brother. Ooh.
It has a footnote where if you grow your own vegetables, it's under 50 cents a serving.
He's a very parsimonious individual.
Yes.
Hey, I have a question about my friend Matt Soroka. Is he a good tipper?
That's
just
a good
curious.
question.
Your brother, he's so cheap. I don't know if he tips or not.
I think he is a straight tipper across the line.
Does he get regular massages?
No, he doesn't go to the doctors.
Okay.
It has caused issues.
Mm-hmm. We have a quote from Matt Soroka here.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Thank you, Matt. All right, so what is this, you two guys? I have no idea what you were talking about in the pre-show. That's why I wanted an explanation. Grok? What the hell is Grok? Please explain.
Josh, do you want to explain, please?
Grok is... remember how we had ChatGPT on here a few weeks ago, and we set it up so you could talk to it. And the AI would talk back to you.
Okay.
Right.
Grok does that as well, and it is tied into it's a Elon Musk company, so it's tied in through Twitter, and it's also inside of Tesla's, I believe. And I know
why is it called Grok?
I always thought that when they do a virtual thing like that, they have to find something that doesn't sound like another word. Like Siri, is sort of on its own, and that's why Siri can pick its name up. So maybe it just doesn't sound like anything else. But I don't know the meaning behind Grok.
We can't talk about them right now, but we've got a new sponsor coming on the Mike O'Mara Show. This is low tech as far as I'm concerned, but it's also it uses Wi-Fi, and I'm telling you, it's pretty awesome. Here's a hint: it might be on your screen right now, and you don't even know it. All right, there you go. There's my little hint. But man, that product is.
Oh, you got yours?
I am blown away by it. I am loving.
It's very easy.
I am loving every single. Let me see. Dino Garner writes, guys, please, you may as well be Whoopi and Joy Behar when the subject of Tim Allen showed up. Stuff like that is why I can't take you anywhere. Well, what does that mean? Were we?
It means, does your hatred of Tim Allen, is it based on his politics?
No.
I think that's the angle they're going with there.
Dino, I am being absolutely truthful when I tell you I hated the whole taking that.
The home improvement guy.
It was like the one bit that just was done constantly. I didn't like the show. This is well before the politics. I've never been a big fan. I didn't like the Santa Claus.
I didn't
either. The politics, I know them. I know. I'm aware. Well, I really don't know them that well. You do because shut up! Are you pandering? Are you pandering right now?
No, I enjoyed Home Improvement as a kid. I liked the Santa Claus when I was younger.
Oh God! Hey, let's have the guy over the fence that just has his eyes shut.
You've always hated the neighbor, Mike. But also this shows to age difference. Me?
Did you like it?
No, it's a stupid show. Horrible show.
I will say,
God, your fucking internet today is driving me nuts.
Driving me too nuts,
swear to
Mike.
God, help me, Lord.
After that,
there will be no bonus show today, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. There, I said it. I've made the editorial decision. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Josh. What did you want to say?
I was going to say, after that show, he had a show later on where he had 3 girls, and I enjoyed that one as well. That might be
was that called Man of the House?
I think something like that. But
yeah,
now
and I think he was more political in that too. So
I think that one was more political. Now he has a show, and it's not very good.
Now, Scoob, you are just clickbaiting me by saying you guys hate comedy. We do
and
not
you're
hate
falling
comedy.
Right into it.
I can't. Well, I just wanted to mention that, but it's not true. Tim is a man. He's just trying to ramp me up.
They are.
That's what they are doing. You guys hate comedy, partly. Yes, they're right. No. I just didn't like the material. Let me give you examples of people that I hate solely because of their politics. I thought Kelsey Grammer was very funny. I liked Frasier. I enjoyed that. James Woods, who's a right-wing actor, I think he's done phenomenal work in movies
Clint
like
Eastwood.
El Salvador. Clint Eastwood, I've watched all of his stuff. I think he's an amazing director, a little dark, but most of his movies I absolutely... Josh has a shopping list of all these people.
No, I was I'm trying to think of good ones that you would like.
He's just looking at all the framed pictures in his office, Mike. These are all
Lee
his favorite
Greenwood
people.
Got all of his albums. Lee Green. Scott Baio. All right, let's be honest here. Does Scott Baio even fit in the discussion? Does he even belong?
Are you going to throw the young Baldwin in there as well?
Stephen Baldwin.
Also, Stephen Baldwin.
It amazes me that with the left-wing politics of Alec, those must be very tense times. Do they speak to each other? Weren't they riding in the car when?
Yeah, they
Alec
have
got
car
into
accidents and eat sunflower seeds.
They have car accidents together.
That's probably what caused the car accident.
Right. All right. Let me see, Mike. You should only read the super chats on the air. Thank you, George. That's you know what? Well, then send one, George. I appreciate that. I really think that the politics, in many cases, on both sides, somebody that gets hyper political, if they happen to be in the movies or television, a lot of times they do that when the old career is not chugging along necessarily. I know they'll say, all right, I'll give you an example of somebody that's gone full Trump and full right wing. And I didn't like him. I think he's a movie wrecker. I really think he's a scene chewer, and that is Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider, who has never been funny, ever, who almost one of the funniest movies I've seen in recent, The Wrong Missy. Rob Schneider did his level best to ruin it. But he didn't he with the whole hand chewed off bit, which was like
Rob Schneider makes Kyle Mooney look like the funniest person on the world because he's horrible. He's just rotten.
Do you like Rob Schneider, John?
He's fine. I don't think he can carry a movie.
Yeah, that's true. No. Fine.
And
that's an indictment from Soroka.
But I also don't think I watch movies or TV shows based on people's politics.
Well, here's the thing with Rob Schneider. With Rob Schneider, his politics are now part of his stand-up, and he puts those out. He puts that?
That's your example of a guy whose career is over,
Right.
So he goes this way.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a good example of that. I'm trying to think of my favorite right-wing person who, whose work
Kid
I like.
Rock.
Oh, he's good.
Sure. I think Clint Eastwood. Right?
No, I
mean,
we all
come
know
on.
we all know your favorite right winger.
Who?
It's Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, that's right, Sydney
That's
Sweeney.
true.
She got in a lot of trouble recently.
Sydney Sweeney, I think that was unfair. Sydney Sweeney, in the movie that I just recommended, Eden, is absolutely spectacular. She is that good in it. She really is. She is that good. I think she is extremely talented, and there it is. So it doesn't. The
Eden?
politics. Eden. Oh, Rob, you missed it while you were rebooting, but I'm going to tell you this movie with Jude Law is fantastic, and you see Jude Law's penis in it.
Watch it on the airplane.
Josh recommended it to me, but I thought it was called Eating. I thought it was just the way he said it.
Oh, no. This is actually Eden, based on a 1930s doctor that goes off the grid. Although there wasn't much of a grid in the 30s anyway, but he's like in the Galapagos.
1930s grid.
Right. Goes off the telephone grid.
But he
electric grid.
But here's the thing: he left Germany right before all the bad fascism stuff started.
Okay. Well, that's good timing on his part.
Well, it's
to
also,
get out of there in time.
I've been reading about Irish citizenship too. They're making it easier. Do you know that they are in some of these countries now making it easier to get a passport in different countries?
Will you relocate?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, it's just I'd be lying if I didn't say I get scared. I get a little scared when you see, on your feed when things are happening, like ICE agents that are, confronting people in the street that are citizens. That freaks me out a little bit because that's like invading cities with American troops. That weirds me out. I would think even if you're right or left, you would have to be a little bit hinky about that. I would be nervous about it.
Yeah.
Are you nervous about it at all, Josh, when you see National Guard troops in American cities?
No, not at the moment. I mean, there's it all depends on how they what they're actually doing, and it's hard to get the truth from either side right now because everything is so angled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if an ICE agent for some reason showed up at your massage parlor and took away all the people? Would that be bad?
Be very scary.
Maybe that's maybe that's the badge I find on Amazon.
Let me just mention that yesterday we took Michael out of school early. So when you take a kid out of school early, it's like giving him a happy pill. So he's bouncing all over the walls in the car. But we had to take him to get the get his passport updated for the cruise that we're going to be going on because we are going out of country. And I dreaded it. I dread any kind of municipal government-run agency. This was a city-run, the entertainment mecca of Cape Coral, Florida. And
say it right.
Oh, it was great. Cape Coral. We got down there, and let me tell you something. It was one of the rarest experiences. Big line of chairs, not a single soul at the passport window. Not one.
Good for you.
And they had the little TV screens up where you put your phone number in the iPad, and then they call the last 4 digits of the phone number, and there was nobody there, so we got in right away. And I said, "This is rarefied air. This is to be able to do this." And we got to the finish line, and we were almost there. Now, what they want you to do is they want you to fill out the form, pre-fill it out, and you do that online, and then you bring the printed out form to the office, and then they take the paperwork, you write them a check, they expedite the password, 2 to 3 weeks, your passport is here. Cutting it a little close, Carla. Sorry, I mentioned it about a year ago. But anyway, we get in there, and guess it was fine until Carla looked over her shoulder and said, "We got a bit of a problem here." I said, "Of course." Would it be a bureaucratic event if there wasn't a problem? It wouldn't. And we go, and it's my pesky apostrophe. My apostrophe between the O and the Mara. So the O Mara apostrophe that does not exist on my driver's license exists on my passport. And because of that, the entire form. But by and large, I give it an 8 or even a 9 out of 10 with no problems. We were the only ones there.
able to resolve the apostrophe issue there without sending you back home? I mean, did they resolve it in-house?
They did, and she just Carla hand filled out. I don't know if that's normally because it was so lack of traffic there. We were able to get it done.
Well, because no one wants to leave the country.
No one wants to leave the country. Yeah, because it's so much fun.
Yes.
By the way, kudos to my son for helping the Spanish-speaking man who didn't speak any English with the iPad and putting his information in. I was extremely proud of him, the way he did that.
Well, because you only know one word. So were you just cheering the guy on?
Yeah, he got done with it. I went,
every time he wrote it.
Eso. All right, I hesitate because I don't know. Beautiful video, possible with the circumstances.
Yeah,
we can
do it.
Okay, let's do that. We will do some beautiful video when we come up. But I want to mention this to you, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk about something that really, really will make you calm, and it'll make you slow down too, and find that calm that we're all looking for, where everyone can truly relax. That's where Avocado Green Mattress comes in. Avocado helps you create your own natural oasis. It's a calm, cozy space filled with certified organic comfort. Their handcrafted mattresses are designed for deeper, more restorative sleep, and their breathable pillows and soft organic bedding bring that same luxury to every part of your home. Hosting family this year, Avocado's sustainable furniture, like their beautifully made city bed frame, help you create a warm, inviting space where everyone sleeps well and feels cared for. Everything Avocado makes is thoughtfully crafted with the planet in mind, certified organic, non-toxic, and built to last, so you can feel good about the comfort you bring into your home, unlike my Chinese sunglasses. Because Avocado believes in being better for you and better for the planet. Prioritize rest and recharge with Avocado's organic comfort. Head to avocadogreenmattress.com today to create your natural oasis and save big during their holiday sale. Avocado, dream of better, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I like that. Some beautiful video.
Okay, good. Mike.
Hi.
I'm wondering, John, between the two shows, did you go to Seattle at all?
No trip to Seattle yet.
That surprised me, because check out this story. I thought this definitely could be you. Okay, trip the one that says tonight. Thank you.
We'll try this.
This is a different tape, but this is a weirdo. Watch this guy. That's fine, Josh. Play that one first.
To my children, my partners, my family with since I was, maybe 14, 15 years old. And
that's breaking up too.
It doesn't bother me. This does not bother me.
Thank you.
Oh, it was playing all right on my. Well, let me.
Was it playing on your feed? If it was playing on your feed, go. All right, roll it one more time. So, what is this anyway? What are we looking at, Rob?
This guy is a weirdo, and I just am guessing he might have mother issues. And he posted this. He's a TikTok influencer, which, as you know, is great. So see what this man has to tell.
What you're hearing right now is my what people would call my speaking voice, and this is the I have spoken to my children, my partners with since I was maybe 14, 15 years old, and it doesn't bother me. This voice does not bother me. But this voice is the voice I speak with for a reason. And I am really curious if anyone else has noticed this about themselves. So when I started hitting first puberty, when I was, 11,
put your sunglasses on, dude.
My mother started saying something to me. She would say, "You're mumbling. You're mumbling. You're always mumbling. Stop mumbling. You're mumbling. You're mumbling, 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 mumbling." That word mumbling came out of her mouth at me in every conversation for years when I hit about 11, 12, 13 years old. And so I would speak up. I would squeeze my voice. I would speak up here. This is the register I would speak in. You guys know that.
It is now freezing for me as well.
Fuck me.
I'm sorry, guys.
Jesus Christ.
How about, Mike, I save some beautiful video and I show you a couple clips of Little John's new album, because I think this one is directed towards you.
Please.
Very good. A little scary.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to be in the right mood.
Peace up. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
He is helping you meditate.
Today
That's
we're
fair.
going to take a moment to say yeah to life. If you're feeling stressed out or your life is just a little out of whack,
I need it today.
may be time to take a deep breath.
The whole album's available now. Here is Turn Down.
Down
That's
for
another.
what?
Another clip.
To hear the quietness around you.
Yes, Lil Jon.
To hear that voice within.
It's a better pivot than politics to get attention.
I agree.
I think so.
I can accept it. I'm not sure that the animation is my cup of tea.
Well, I think it's supposed to help you meditate.
Lil Jon's face is supposed to help me
Yeah.
The
meditate.
voice that is not thinking or judging or watching
Thank you, Lil Jon.
or worrying about anything.
There
Just
you go.
listening to itself in silence.
Just my massage. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you,
So
Lil
that
Jon.
can calm me down. A little John.
How about this? Did you get my? I was going
I
to play
do have
this
your
at the
video
front
as
of the
well.
show. This to me will be a wonderful palate cleanser on the
Thank you,
time
Mike, for
capsule
helping
show
out
we've
me.
done today. Check this out. How about some puppies and babies? Right? When in doubt,
Oh,
how about
love it.
puppies and babies? Lay this one on us, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Josh,
Yes.
I have to ask this question. Those aren't AI puppies, are they?
You know, I'm not sure. Let's
'Cause everything
let's
now-
look again.
All right.
Yeah.
I am starting to wonder about AI on how they just cover him completely.
Okay. Yeah. Try it one more time. I love it. No, I see the baby. I see the baby. I think it's
Did
real.
you see
and-
part
I
2
think
of that
it's real.
video where the puppies actually ate the baby?
Thank you. That's a good place to end. Thank you, Rob Spiewak. Thank you, Josh Soroka. Thank you, listeners. We appreciate the super chats. Much appreciated. And Rob, to your dad, very best to him for a speedy recovery. I know it's been a tough week for you. Thanks for joining us for the end of the week. We appreciate that. And we will be back Monday with a brand new show, everybody. So enjoy your Halloween. Be safe. I don't think people really put stuff in candy anymore, but, check it out.
I do.
Really?
I put a razor blade in an orange because I'm in Florida and
Okay.
I just keep handing them out.
That used to be verboten. We used to not be able to make that joke. That's it. We got to get out of here. For Josh Soroka and Rob Spiewak, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye, folk.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Colds, flus, streps, even COVIDs. Every disease cured with ease by this blessed formula based on ancient scripture.
What the hell's going on here? Just thought we were almost finished. Good golly, Miss Molly.
Fiddlesticks. I'm just a man, same as you are.
You're not a man, you're a bishop, for God's sakes!
There is no God.